লিটল গার্লস আর ওয়াইজার, এটা পড়তে গেলে যেটা তোমরা অপোজিট অলরেডি ইউ আর গিভেন মিনিং দেওয়া আছে, আমরা মেক সেন্টেন্সগুলো পরপর মনে করব। It was Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday. In the Easter Sunday, we visited the church, and the winter snow had just begun to melt in a little village in Russia. Russia melt little village. উইন্টার স্নো সবগুলো মিলে একটা সেন্টেন্সে আছে, এরকমই একটা সেন্টেন্স বানাবে ঠিক অন্য জায়গায়। কোন জায়গায় বানাবো? একদম পরিষ্কারভাবে এভাবে লিখবে, last year in the Easter Sunday, our cousin sister visited London, and she she saw winter snow um, began winter snow, and it began to melt, and when এটা পরিষ্কার এভাবে লিখবে যে she saw winter snow। এবার যদি melt, I saw the ice cream, I don't want my ice cream to melt। a little village, ছোট করে লিখে দিবা, there is a little village in the outskirts of Jalpaiguri, and it is the cleanest village in Jalpaiguri district। puddles of muddy brown water। puddle মানে ছোট ছোট যে বৃষ্টি হলে হয়, তো after the cats and dogs rain, the puddles filled with muddy brown water attracted me in such a way that I started making paper boat, and went on the road to have my paper boats on the puddle। two little girls লিখতে পারবা, just come back from church, চার্চের থেকে make sentence। at the corner of their street, at the corner of the house, at the corner of the room, the little girl stood, and she was very much scared because she heard a loud thud। thud মানে they were in the Sunday best। so Sunday best, whenever the week ends, my family goes out with their Sunday best। younger, opposite, younger, dressed bright blue frock, younger the younger boy on the street is my cousin brother। older boy, older girl is my cousin sister। pretty পারবে, yellow পারবে, admired কাউকে প্রশংসা করা, I admired your painting because it is a fantabulous expression। I find a fantastic expression there। each other's new clothes and began to play পারবে এটা। Malasha was about to step into a puddle। I was about to step on the snake, but my mother saved me। when Akula reminded her, my mother always reminded me to complete my study, but I always leave it for tomorrow for the next day। okay, Malasha, your mother scold দিয়ে যদি আসে, my teacher will scold me if I cannot complete my homework tomorrow। sure, it is sure that you will be beaten। let's take off our shoes। take up মানে খুলে ফেলা। please take up your shirt because you have to measure your blood pressure। ঠিক আছে, take up your shoes, take up your socks because doctor wants to check your feet। But little Malasha was much too excited. I am very excited because our school is declared to be the best, and I was one of the participants. Plumped her foot down so hard, and to accident plumped her foot down. So in the excitement, I plumped my hand down the cake when Smita was cutting, and really hodgepodge was there. Plumped her foot, or যেটা plumped my arm, এবার দেবে বা my hand বা my finger, যে কিছু দিতে পারো. So hard, I plumped my palm onto the cake so hard that Smita was shouting. The muddy water on the street was sprinkled when the vehicle passed. Splashed. একই কথা. When the vehicle passed, the muddy water splashed onto our car. Akulla's new frock, both girls trying frantically, পাগলের মতো. I was trying frantically to hide myself because I saw my grandmother coming to dab the strains of স্ট্রেইনটাকে মানে চিপে চিপে ওটাকে বন্ধ করে দেওয়া, মানে স্ট্রেইনটাকে তুলে দেওয়া. কী হবে? I want to dab the strain from my practical copy because the spot was very much the spot looked very much outdated, but spot looked very much ugly. Okay, যে কিছু লিখতে পারো. So frantically dab stains মানে দাগ, stains from the practical frock make them disappear. So the secret to disappear done by Mr. India amazed me. Akulla's mother walked up took one look at her daughter's dirty frock, dirty দিয়ে পারবে, and sternly demanded, sternly মানে strongly. So after the period is over, our teacher demanded sternly who was calling her, but who was just imitating her voice. Demanded sternly to find out the boy who imitated her voice. Just what have you been, Akulla? It is for my fault, mother said. Nervously, the girl nervously replied that she was not there when the mishap happened. Malasha splashed, plus the aage ache, over my frock at once. The doctor called me because my mother had some emergency. Caught hold of Malasha, caught hold. My mother caught hold of me when I made the mistake and shook her hand. একই কথা. My mother shook her head when she found my mistake. Weep loudly. The baby started to weep loudly when she was not given the toy. Hearing her cries, Malasha's mother rushed out of their house, asking what happened. Why are you weeping, Malasha? Weeping দিয়ে পারবে. So Akulla's mother scold দিয়ে আছে sobbed মানে ফুপানো, তাহলে হবে sobbed. The boy sobbed a lot when he was beaten, beaten by his mother. Malasha's mother turned in full fury to Akulla's mother. In full fury মানে angrily. So my mother turned in full fury to me because I made a terrible mistake in the examination hall. they began to quarrel. Began quarrel দিয়ে পারবে, ঠিক আছে? নেক্সট পেজ, দে কল্ড ইচ আদার নেম সুন, সুন দিয়ে পারবে। আমি জায়গাটা লেখাটা ঠিক পড়তে পারছি না। জয়েন্ট, I joined the broken parts of the radio. Supported, I supported India in the first half, but India lost the game at the end. While others defended I defended my sister when my mother was beating her. The men folk of the village started admiring the girl because she was the best in the whole country. In the squabbling মানে দেখে নাও, squabbling মানে quarreling. The squabbling friends started fighting at the end of their arguments. The fight would not stop when Akulla's grandmother came out house and pleaded. Pleaded দিয়ে আসলে কি বলবে? The judge pleaded. The advocate pleaded the judge to leave the boy, without punishment. Okay, festival time in Bengali festival time is autumn. অট কথাটার মানে জিজ্ঞেস, অট মানে ক্যান, অট হচ্ছে একটা মডেল ভার্ব। অট মানে উচিত না, সেটাকে অট বলে। তো অট দিয়ে যদি আসে, উই অট নট ডিস্টার্ব দ্য অ্যানিমালস। কোয়ারেল মানে যেটা মরালিটি অনুযায়ী আমাদের করা উচিত না, তখন অট হতে পারি। হ্যাঁ, নো ওয়ান কেয়ার টু লিসেন টু আর কেয়ার। মিনওয়াইল দিয়ে যদি, meanwhile we have planned to go out. Meanwhile we planned to go out. But our parents forbade us. Having forgotten, Akulla moved পারবে, fighting পারবে। The crowd became angry when they found the superstar had not come. Forgotten পারবে, I have forgotten my business and my homework, so I got scolded. Began, make paper boats, already paper boat, together my friends we will enjoy the Saraswati Puja or the Durga Puja. To float on the paddles, আগে আমি বলছি যে I make paper boats to float on the paddles, এখানে তুমি ওটা না দিয়ে অন্য কিছু দিও, যে পাডলের ক্ষেত্রে দিও না। Paper boat, when monsoon comes I start making paper boats because this is my hobby. Akula's grandma pointed to them. The teacher pointed to the little girl because she was the best girl in the class. They have become friends পারবে, fighting পারবে, ashamed মানে লজ্জা পাওয়া। I am ashamed of my conduct when my mother caught me red-handed. আমার মা যখন আমাকে হাতে নাতে ধরলো, when my mother caught me red-handed I felt ashamed. The men women pause দিয়ে হতে পারে, I paused the video to listen to my mother's advice. Turn to look at their girls, now probably happily near the puddle, সবগুলোই তোমরা পারবে এখানে। They bent দিয়ে বলবে, I bent the stick when I tried to do the ring. Shame, I nodded my head in shame because I have committed the mistake. I returned home after my school silently but happily, but when I entered I found that my aunts already went away. I returned home happily because my my uncle was there in my house. এটাও বলতে পারো। That day men women learned, I learned a great lesson from my English teacher. That is, I learned a great lesson from my English teacher to to write English whenever I will have my time. I learned I would have my time. Will bolbe na. A valuable lesson. I learned a valuable lesson from my English teacher because she advised me, ADVISIACD, advised me to write English whenever I would get time. The little girl, the children forgive. Forgive money. My grandparent always likes to forgive me whenever I make mistakes, and so she is very core, very close to my heart. Forget easily. My grandma always forgives, wants to forgive and forget whatever, forget easily whatever I do. I do mistake. I made mistake. Do bolbe na made. Unlike adults, the children, unlike adults, children, unlike other adults, the children never concentrate whatever children never concentrate whatever is doing around them. Children আছে them হবে. They also, unlike adults, children never answered back intentionally. They also I realized that I have made a great mistake, and so I sought my mother's help. SOUGHT, sought my mother's help, and arguing. My friend was arguing with our teacher, and so teacher called her parents. হিজ বলে পড়ে হিজ প্যারেন্টস, আর যদি ছেলে মনে করে আনইম্পর্টেন্ট থিংস, আই এভরি ডে আই হ্যাভ টু ডু সাম আনইম্পর্টেন্ট থিংস, বাট they are not silly to me because every day I have to do some unimportant things, though they seem to be silly, but actually they are very actually they are my day-to-day work. Did not get people anywhere. I could not find my book anywhere, and so I am ready to be scolded by my mom. Clear?